Hey YouTube, Pleasewillis here, with a sort of different video, well, actually very different video that I thought was a cool idea to make a little while ago, and now that I am home for school for the summer, I thought that it'd be a cool, a great time to do it now that I have a lot more free time. This is like my crappy setup of a background because my desk is too small at the moment to make my videos where I usually make them. So yeah, that's obviously a Dr. Seuss book. But this is actually the video of my top 10 favorite Wizards of the Coast cards. And you know, most of them have sentimental value and stories behind them. So I'll try to make it short and not bore you guys too much. But I just thought it'd be a cool idea to make a video of this instead of the usual TCBMs and BCBMs and stuff like that. So I'll start off with my number 10 favorite Wizards of the Coast card. It is Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz. The reason why this is in my top 10 is because when I was younger, I wanted this card so bad that I actually went, measured the size of a Pokemon card and printed this card out. The front of it, at least, through my printer. I found it online, like a scan of it, and I actually printed the front out and cut it out and glued it to the actual Pokemon card, and it didn't actually look that bad. It obviously didn't shine, but at first glance you would think that it was a Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz, and I remember when I first printed it out, I went out back because I live in a strip of townhouses, and me and my friends used to collect Pokemon like crazy. That's how I really got into it. I remember I went out back and was bragging that I pulled one out of a pack, and soon enough somebody looked at it in depth and called me out that it was fake. But it was fun while it lasted. Faking people to think that I had this card, and then actually like a week later, I swear I pulled this out of the pack. So, that I might have to do that for another card. Maybe I'll make a Shining Charizard and pull something. But number 9 is this Reverse Hollow Kabutops from Legendary Collection. As you know, I am a huge Legendary Collection Reverse Hollow fan now, but back in the day I actually hated this set so much. I remember I used to go to this flea market down the not down the street, but not far away from me, and I used to hang out there with my friends. There was like RC tracks and stuff like that. So we used to hang out down there, and I used to buy Pokemon cards, well, Pokemon packs. This was back when Neo, like, Revelation stuff were new. It was when I was younger, and I was really into Pokemon. I'm still am, but that was when these packs were coming out. So I remember seeing this Legendary set, and I was like, wow, that looks really cool. And I bought a pack. And I got this, and I swore, and I remember complaining to the guy saying that these packs are fake because when this came out, there was nothing like this. There's no reverse hollows, and even these, these look so much different from the reverse hollows of today's cards. So I vividly remember opening this pack, getting a Kabutops reverse hollow, and like bitching to the people thinking that they were selling fake, packs, because there was nothing like this before this card came out. And now I love it. I love this set. Mainly the reverse hollows. I'm not starting, nor do I think that I'm going to start the normal set of Legendary Collection, but I am getting closer and closer to this set being complete. I just put in an order for like 15 more cards, so I think I'm only like 15 cards away from this set being completed. There are like 3 or 4 cards that I will be replacing in the future because of condition, but I'm not going to get into that because that's not what this video is about. I'm going to try to pick up the pace a little bit. I don't want you guys to get bored and But for my, what's that, 10, 9, 8, 8th favorite card is the Holo Flareon. Flareon was always my favorite evolution in the early days before like Umbreon. Even when Umbreon, Flareon's still my favorite today. But I remember playing Pokemon Blue and Red and Yellow, and I would not get any other evolution but Flareon, and it'd always be in my team. But I actually love this card artwork too. I just love the like blending of the blue and greens and red in the background. I just think it's a beautiful card. But yeah, this is obviously one of my top favorites. This brings back memories from when I used to play, blue and red. And I remember when Silver and Gold first came out. That's how old, I mean, I'm not like 30 years old. I'm not a dad or anything, but I remember when they came out and using this guy in battles and stuff like that. So that's the reason why he's in my top 10. For my 7th, sorry, I keep on counting. I don't know. I guess I'm out of it. It's so hot outside. This Shadowless Arcanine, and the reason why it's Shadowless, well, I chose it to be Shadowless, was again, I remember being in elementary school and seeing this Arcanine and denying a trade because I thought it was fake. And even to like collectors now, I know somebody that was going to buy or trade cards off of me and not knowing that the Shadowless set looked like this, and they tried, well, it's not that they tried to tell me they were fake, they just didn't know that this set existed. And I know when I came into PokeTubing last year that I didn't know this set existed either. I knew there were, I remember seeing cards like this, but I always thought they were fake. So that's just a little thing. And I don't know. I always thought this card deserved to be a rare. Over, the Pidgeotos are rare, but not this. I don't know. That always frustrated me. I thought this card was rare worthy over, that. But for my 6th, what am I on? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6? Yeah, thought so. 6th is Grimer from Rocket Set. And the reason why this is in my top 10 is because this might sound a little weird, but my nickname to a group of my friends is Grimy because of my gamer tag on Xbox. It's I'm So Grimy. So if you play Xbox, you can shoot me a friend request. I don't know how many spots I've left up because I'm so freaking popular. But no, I play Halo and Call of Duty. But back to the subject. My friends call me Grimy because my Xbox Live name is I'm So Grimy. And the reason why I got that name was because I used to love Grimers. And I just did a play of words, and I came up with I'm So Grimy. Well, at first it was It's Grimy, and then I switched it to I'm So Grimy. But the reason why is because of that is because of Grimer. And I always thought he was cool, and purple is my favorite color. And I don't know. I just used to love him. Not so much Muck, but I like Grimer. Even though they're like the same freaking thing. But so that's that. For my 5th, I think. Yeah, 5th. This one might not come as a big surprise to people, but Gengar is obviously my favorite Pokemon now. And when the Fossil set was released, Grimer and Gengar were my top favorites. I don't know. I remember having a Gengar shirt, being in CCD, and talking to people about it, because this was before Gengar actually came out. Because he came out in the Fossil set, Ghastly and Haunter came out in the base set. So not so many people knew, what he was going to be like, card-wise. And I remember people, telling me all these things, like how Gengar was supposed to have, 200 HP and stuff like that, and he was supposed to be, a powerhouse. And he came out and had a 30 attack, 3 energy, and 80 HP. But I've always loved Gengar, and this card, was the first appearance of him, so that is why he is in my top favorites. Okay, for my next It is base set Blastoise. The reason why was because this was my first big name holo that I ever got, and I remember the trade vividly. I went to a relatives of mine, and my cousin brought over a friend, and he had a bunch of Pokemon cards. And I was looking through them, and I saw a base set Blastoise, and I was like, I need to trade this. I need to trade for this. I need to trade for this. And I was, I brought some of mine because I used to bring my Pokemon cards everywhere. And I tried to set up a trade, and he was looking through my cards, and he picked a Fearow from Jungle Set and a Dodrio from Jungle Set. So the trade was a Blastoise from, when it was, Jungle, Fossil, and Base, they were the only packs out. A base set Blastoise, and I traded my Fearow and a Dodrio for it. And I remember coming home and going to my friends and being so happy, because when I used to play Pokemon, I'm not going to get into this into depth, but I used to play, if you attach an energy, you gain 10 HP, so like, and I could use, Hydro Pump whenever I wanted. We never used like energy cost. It was, you gain HP, but that was back when I was in elementary school, and in middle school I learned, how to obviously play. But I was so happy because this was the highest HP Pokemon that me and my friends had, so I was like, so happy. And, obviously to smack myself in the face, I slept over at my friend's house about 2 days later with a few of my friends, woke up, and it was stolen. So I had 2 days to enjoy this Pokemon card when I was younger, and I can promise you I cried like a bitch. Because I was so happy that I got this, and some little guy, I've never found out who it was either. Bad memories, bad memories. And another short story, I'll make this like 10 seconds. I used to go to the Magic Jungle, which in Collegeville, that's right next to me, and that's used to be where I had all my birthdays at. And they had a crane game that had Pokemon cards in it, and it had this in it, and I remember trying for like 2 hours to get this, and I never did. So I'm just gonna stop it there because that brings me back so many memories. For my eighth favorite is Blaine's Moltres from Gym Hero set. This is because my friend had one of those books, that value books, and we remember looking into this and seeing this card, and we used to buy these packs, and we would never get anything good, and we never saw this card, whether it was singles at the card shop or people pulling it. And finally, with $4 left, I was about to leave the card shop, and I was like, I might as well buy one more pack, and I pulled this. I remember being so happy when I pulled this. It's a pretty shitty card though. If you read it, flip a coins if tail, shuffle Blaine's Moltres and all the cards into your deck. So you spend 5 turns to get that 90 attack, and it could be wasted with one flip. So that's mainly sentimental value to that. That's why it's so high. For my my second, it's these two cards as a bunch, because when Pokemon first came out, I went to a dollar store, and they had loose cards, and these were the first 2 cards that I've ever had. These aren't the ones, obviously, because it was so long ago, but these were the first 2 cards that I ever got. So Abra and Onyx, obviously, I've always wanted to like get an Onyx and Abra graded like PSA 10s, because they mean so much to me, because they really started Pokemon for me. Well, these were the first 2. So yeah, especially Abra. I remember Abra vividly, like loving this card, and sorry about that. And loving this card. So yeah. And for my number 1, it is base set Magneton. this was the first holo I've ever pulled, and this is the same exact Magneton that I pulled back when I was a young squirt. Yeah, this just, you know, especially to have this today, it's in pretty good condition too, you know, being how reckless I was when I was younger. But yeah, this is my favorite card, and I would never get rid of this. At least I'm 99% sure that this is the one from when I was younger. And if it's not, then, you know, the joke's on me. But yeah, this is my #1 favorite because I remember pulling this in the base set pack, and I used to never, even today, I suck at pulling packs. I'm sorry, if you watch my videos, I never pull anything good. And if I do, it's off camera, like with my luck. Like the shiny Empoleon right back there, I pulled it off camera. Obviously, you know, that's just my luck. But yeah, this is, oh crap, 16 minutes, jeez. Well, if you're still watching, I feel bad for you because I probably bored you. But yeah, to end this Magneton base set, this was my first holo I ever pulled. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you enjoyed it, gives it a thumbs up, because I might make a video of my top 10 least favorite Pokemon cards from the Wizards of the Coast era. I'm going to start doing code card giveaways because I really don't use them, so just look out for that. And thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.